G'day folks, today we're going to take a look at the DJI Osmo Pocket control wheel and decide whether it's worth the $59 price tag. Let's take a look. So when DJI launched the Osmo Pocket, they had several accessories available on their website. Last week they finally became available. This is the accessory mount, and you can see it has kind of a traditional GoPro mount on it. And this here is the controller wheel. This thing comes in at $59, so if you're in Canada like myself, that's 81 bucks. Is it worth it for that price? This here comes in at $19, and so that's not too bad. So let's take a closer look at them, and we will see if they are worth the price. Installation is very simple. You just have to pull off your connector, and it just slides and connects in the same way, just like that. You can see here it gives us a few controls. We have the dial, of course. We have a little switch there, and that changes from pan to tilt. And then we have two extra buttons here. And of course it leaves the original buttons fully accessible. So we're just going to power it on here, just like we normally do. So this first button here allows you to change from pan to tilt. And right now we're on pan. And as you can see here, as I move the wheel, it goes back and forth. And it can be responsive, or just with a little bit of movement, you can do it very slowly. And the feel of it is actually quite nice. And of course, then we can change it over to tilt. And you can see there we have responsive movement again, or we can just kind of fine tune it and do it slowly. Now this next button here allows us to change the mode just by a simple press. You can see there it's tilt locked, and now in FPV mode. Now finally, this last button puts it into selfie mode. Now one thing I'm not understanding yet, if you look at the product page on the DJI website for this wheel, it says that one of the features is that it allows you to recenter the gimbal. And that I haven't been able to find yet. I'm not quite sure how to do that. I've played around with all the buttons. The one thing, I'm wondering if it's to do with this button, because it doesn't list that you can go to selfie mode. So I'm wondering if that was supposed to be the center button. So I'm not quite sure there. But it doesn't matter if you triple press it, double press it, long press it. There's no way that I've found to recenter the gimbal. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what that's all about. Now as for usability, I must say that it does feel nice. And you know, it's in a good spot. You can reach it easily. All the buttons are easily accessible. And even switching from pan to tilt, you can easily do that with one finger as well. Now, the big question is it worth it for that little attachment? $59, $81 Canadian. Now, I would have to say for myself, the answer is no. $81 Canadian for this, I think is a little excessive. The only thing I would make use of on this attachment is the ability to switch modes easy. It's a nice, quick, simple way to change modes. Without that, you have to go into the menu, and you know, there's a couple extra steps there. As for the tilt and pan, I don't know if that's something I'd ever use. I would just keep it on follow and move it as I need. But for some people, that might come in handy depending on what and how you film. The other button, you know, the flip button, I don't know how useful that would be, because you can actually do that just by triple tapping on the bottom button there. So really, you know, it doesn't really save you that much. It just depends on how you're going to use it. For myself, I would have to say no, like I said. Plus, it's another little part to lose. When you attach the control wheel, you have to remove your connector, and this thing is tiny, and it can get lost pretty easy. I can imagine if you're out in the woods hiking, taking this off, you know, setting it down while you're doing stuff, yeah, that could be an easy loss. Now, however, I did notice the other day that they have added these little connectors to the DJI website, which they weren't on there last week, but they're on there now. So if you do happen to lose it, you can reorder them now. So now let's take a look at the Osmo Pocket accessory mount. So we have to pull that connector off first. You can see in there there's a hard plastic piece. That lines up in this groove here. We close it, and then we lock it in. So you can see there when it's locked in, the microphone is not covered there, and we have full access to the buttons. And now we can mount it to any kind of GoPro mount that most of us already own, or that is readily available. Put this on an extension pole to give you a longer reach if you're doing vlogging, or if you just want some extra height, then a nice extension pole can do that for you quite easily. Now, personally, I think both these accessories should have been included in the package for the price, $350 for the Osmo Pocket. And I'm not sure why they didn't implement this dial into the unit itself. It could have been easily implemented there on the side or on that side, that you could have controlled it quite easy. I think that would have been a better choice instead of having to attach and detach a dial wheel, or at for the very least, included in the box. And especially this part here. This is a $20 part. DJI could have easily included it in the package, and it's important if you want to mount your Osmo. There's no other way to mount it. There's no quarter 20 on the bottom. I can see if they already included a quarter 20 in the bottom. If you wanted the kind of GoPro mount, you had to pay extra for that. But when there's no way to mount this at all, especially if you want to do a motion time lapse, it doesn't even stand very well on its own. So they should have included some kind of base, a quarter 20 in the bottom, or the GoPro mount in the package. In my opinion, that would have made it more complete and ready to go out of the box. Well, folks, I'd be really interested to see what your opinion on this control wheel is. Do you think DJI should have included it in the package? Do you think it's worth the $60 price tag? Is it something you would make use of? And what about the mount? Do you think that should have been included in the box? Leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. I'd be interested to know. Well, folks, that's basically it for this video. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. My 30-day review of the Osmo Pocket is coming up in about a week and a half. I got a little bit more experimenting I want to do before I make my final opinion on it, so keep an eye out for that. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you in the next one.